All right, I need to move a little bit back. Right, I'm here with the national team for 2017. We're at the end year of the Millenium Campaign Cup. They played both the Nations Cup. Unfortunately, it didn't go as we planned. Ended up 18th overall, but a good experience for the guys. And then also as the Sandpaquagas in Division 3, played a lot better there, won their brackets and then moved to the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, didn't make it there in the quarters. The guys went through to, are they playing finals now that you guys are playing to? Right, so played obviously a strong team. They are in the finals, the guys they played against. So overall a good experience. Now let's hear from you guys. For the majority of you, well, for all of you, is it the first time playing a Millennium event? Right. How would you guys describe the experience?
Life-changing. Yeah, life-changing.
Life-changing. So would you say if for any of the South African players out there, the guys that can afford to come, is it worth it to experience it? You'll do it again. Okay. Next year, same time. Yeah. Right. So worth it. Worth the money, the time, and the effort. What would you guys like if you had to do it all over again? What would you like to see being done differently if you can do it again? Coach. Okay, Bruce. Next time you don't have a choice. Okay.
Manage the pits first.
All right. So it does help having a coach in a scenario like this. It definitely helps having somebody dedicated in the pits. Right. We've said as well, it's good experiencing the field beforehand. So they do rent out slots to play beforehand. You guys feel it's worthwhile renting a slot?
Make a big
Okay.
Make a big difference.
Okay.
Come a day earlier, be prepared, practice that field on one of those slots. I believe it's £400, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it.
I think preparation is key for this event.
Yeah.
Checking the rust.
Yeah. And comparing the South African type of gameplay against the Europeans and things like that, how would you? Different?
More of a team game up here.
More of a team? All right.
Team game, and they're more older teams as well. Their teams have also been with each other a long time.
Longer time?
We still have a lot to learn. And we
Yeah.
have a lot to learn.
All right, and then referee-wise, how does the referees compare to South Africa?
It's a different level. We get away with murder in South Africa.
Yeah.
We're gonna get away with
Yeah. All right, so suddenly you guys feel the refs are more lenient in South Africa than what? Yeah. Even though you guys complain about them, they are actually more lenient there.
refs are boss.
They also justified our gameplay according to the refs as
Yeah.
well, because we were scared of that one shot. We were scared for the 1-for-1.
Yeah.
We were scared. We actually were like playing the refs and the other team on the field as well. So yeah, that's quite a big
You have to. Right, but you guys say overall good experience, definitely worth it. Well, congratulations, guys. Thank you for joining us here in London this year, and hopefully we'll see you guys back again. Those of you that's brave enough to come back and make it. Gerard?
I want to do a thank you. I need to say thank you for Blades and Triggers and GI Sports providing us with a paint for this.
I actually wanted to ask that question. How did the paint shoot?
Awesome.
All right, now you guys obviously had a choice. If I'm correct, in the GI we had 4-star, 5-star, and evil.
5-star and evil.
Okay, and what did you guys end up going with?
Ultra evil worked the best for us in those conditions.
Yeah. So depending on the weather, obviously, do you guys feel that if you look at, I mean, I just saw paint breaking everywhere. It looked like the that obviously also have an effect on your overall game playing with a quality type of paintball. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's just minimal differences between those three. Minimal differences, and it was really choices on the temperature of the day,
Yeah.
which one we used and all that. But we just found that the Evil was a good all-rounder and worked exceptionally well. Exceptionally well.
Another question I want to ask and how it affect you guys. Obviously, especially Saturday morning, we had a 8 o'clock in the morning game. Obviously, it's a 1 hour difference here, but we also played 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. And now a lot of people think, but by that time, looking at South Africa, by 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's dark. However, here, 9 o'clock, you walk around and the sun is still shining. So how did that affect you as a person as well, and your overall
takes on a person to do that.
It drains you, yeah.
You sort of, you just get confused mentally because hey, it's still light. It feels like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and meantime it's 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And when it gets dark, you want some munchies.
Yeah.
It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
You go to 24-hour Tesco.
Okay, and that's the other thing that we looked at. Obviously, for a lot of people, it's about cost and things like that. We definitely saw that if you go and eat out, or if you drink, or you go for takeaways, it's definitely more expensive than in South Africa. However, when we went to a place like Tesco's or a market, a shop, the prices aren't that much different to what. In actual fact, there was a lot of things I personally find that was cheaper than in South Africa. So it's definitely something that's you can afford if you're willing to go to a shop and buy the food rather than going eating out. It's definitely affordable. Yeah.
Eat like a bachelor.
Yeah, and luckily here we drive the same side as in South Africa, so that made it easier getting around as well. In overall, how do you find the Europeans? Friendly?
Always willing to help.
Okay.
A lot of outfits from other teams and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the vendors that was out here at the event.
Accommodating.
Some nice specials that you got.
Win.
All right, so the place to be. Right, guys, thank you so much. And obviously, a lot of you had the opportunity for the likes of playing, obviously, players like Fedorov, shooting Fedorov.
Now getting shot by the Russians.
Right, so the experience to play against, obviously, some of the top players out there. How did that feel for you guys being on the field with some of the best out there?
The best.
Yeah.
Pressing that buzzer and looking at them in the face is awesome.
Even if it was just 1 point we scored against the Russians, it was there. So definitely overall a very good experience. And you guys obviously had the opportunity to rub shoulders with some of the top players that's around. I mean,
They helped us.
yeah.
Told us a lot of stuff that we can bring next year and into our own game, in our own domain.
Okay. And you feel, even though some of you guys are playing obviously in lower divisions as well, taking this knowledge back to the players now in South Africa, do you feel that will improve the overall gameplay of teams in South Africa as well? Awesome. All right, so you heard it, like they say in Afrikaans, 80 parts back. All right, it was great.
2, 3.
All right, it was awesome being here. We're gonna hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for the guys that watched over while we were playing and just supporting us from that side. And thank you for believing in us. And we'll see you guys all back in South Africa. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Popcorn player.
Body box player.